So I suck at making videos. I almost had this video done a week ago, and then I don't know what happened to my footage, but something really strange happened. It's taken me forever to make this. But as you know, I'm here in the DR, and I wanted to catch you up on everything that's happened. So, I have clips from the past 2 weeks. We also went to the beach, but I don't have any footage from that because for some reason every time I try and add it in, the videos lag. So I'm not going to be showing you that. But I have our orientation week with all the activities we did, and then there's a couple other little things in here. So, this is everything that happened after I got off the plane in the DR. After we landed and made it through customs, we were put onto a huge bus with all of our luggage, and we were dropped off at our host family's homes. I don't have a video of me with my host mom, but I have 2 pictures. So here's us meeting for the first time. And then basically that whole first night we were just at our houses. So I took a little video of my bedroom.
Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while.
I don't know if you can see it, but the monument that's famous in Santiago is right there. Outside my window. And I have my avocado pillow. Thank you, Mary. And all my decorations from my mom. Yeah. This is my room. The next day we started orientation super early, so here's a little clip of us driving to the school. My host mom was super sweet and drove me there so I didn't have to walk. In this next clip, you're going to see our program director doing our name game, where he has to say all of our names and do each of our dance moves that we chose beforehand.
Tenemos a Mercedes, Isidro, Lorca, Ibra, Visionay, Amelia,
We came better than you.
Victoria, Mary Grace, Rebecca, Nicole, Delaney, Ellie, Asha, Brian, Chris, Leslie, Julia, Michaela, Ellie, Selene. I took them both up last night. I'm still Selene, Monica, Leah, Jaman, Hannah, and tenemos a Christina.
The Carlton!
And then we have Yamilex. Oh, yeah. We got Emily. Alright. We got Jumpin' Jack Josh. We got Areli. Hey, you're looking at that one. Sorry. There we go. You got it? Oh, just that side. Okay. Kendall. Kendall was like. And. You should pay more attention. You were like, just now.
That's the hardest one.
Help me out.
The way.
We got, right.
The next day, we got a tour of the campus. This is a little clip of the gym that's on our school's campus. It's like ridiculously nice and huge. And that same day, we got to have a little dance class, which I was really dumb and I didn't record the actual lesson, but I did record the end where they started putting on popular music and just started dancing with us. So this was the aftermath of that. group activity we had was a scavenger hunt all around the city, which is super fun because we had little teams and we were racing against everyone else to finish first. And we also had to learn how to take a concho, which is a form of public transportation here in the city that's extremely cheap, but also an art form to learn how to do. Okay, something I did want to explain was the conchos. So a concho is a ridiculously old car that should fit a normal amount of people, so 5 people, including the driver. But so these cars are like on routes around the city, and so it's like a set route for each concho, and they have a number on this, or a letter on the side telling you what route it's on. So there's like an M concho or a U concho, for example. So for the scavenger hunt, we had to learn how to take these conchos, but there's like etiquette. So in a typical concho, they will fit 6 people, not including the driver, in a 5-person car. So 2 people sit in the front and 4 people sit in the back. But you fill it from the back to the front, and if 4 people are sitting on the back, the 3rd person from the driver's side has to sit forward to make room for the 4th person. And if the person behind the driver needs to get out, you all have to get out to let that person back, or let that person out, because you can't get out on the driver's side. To hail a concho is another thing. If you have 1 person, you sit on the curb and you like wiggle 1 finger to get their attention. If you have 2, you do like 2 fingers, and like so on and so forth. So basically we had to learn how to take a concho, and it's extremely confusing because there's no map of where these conchos go, so you just have to figure out the routes on your own. Yeah, so that is how to take a concho, which I can now take to the university, but I cannot take back because I don't know how. Hold on, it's a video. Oh. So the next thing you're going to see was us taking a tour of the arts downtown. So I explain a little bit more of that. I'll like voice over it or whatever. But that's the next activity we did. It was really cool. We went in a big group all together with one of our program directors. So you can see that.
Él se llama Juan Carlos Álvarez. Dile buenas tardes, Juan Carlos.
On Sunday, we had a tour of the arts of the city, which was really fun. Here, our director was telling us we were only going to speak in Spanish, and then our tour guide started speaking in English.
I can explain it to you, okay? So, our first stop is Mrs. Petra House.
So I just thought that was really funny because they made it sound like this tour was going to be completely in Spanish, and then the next thing we know, the entire day pretty much was in English, but that was fun. Aww. So the tour was of a neighborhood that used to be not a super great place, but now a few years back they started painting a lot of murals there, highlighting the artistic talent that has been born out of this area. So now there's a Instagram group that started tours going through this area, and so we were able to try some local juices, some local empanadas, desserts. There were a couple performances, and then we were able to see all of the murals in this area. So it was an amazingly beautiful tour.
We have 2 different types of sweets. This is a very Dominican sweet, our main sweet. We have cut milk and sweet potatoes and coconut mix. Okay, it's very good.
Gracias. In this next clip, you're going to see a demonstration that they did for us of typical festival dances and customs. So this was extremely cool to see. I know it is.
Oh. I was not ready.
Those loud cracking noises that you're hearing are the whips that the kids are using, actually, and all of the ones in the masks are young kids, so it was really crazy to see how good they were at that.
Another applause for the guys. Okay, this is a typical demo.
I kept recording because this little guy was being absolutely hilarious. He was my favorite. And then they gave us the opportunity to try doing the whip ourselves. So a couple of the students took them up on that offer. Go, Amelia! You gotta do it. I missed it.
He does the artist, and they paint in this case pink. You can see more.
Something I was super excited about was that we ended up running into a Sohn festival on the end of our tour. So here's some clips from that. The band was amazing, and then there was this guy that kept grabbing all of us to dance, which is hilarious. At the end of our tour, we saw some bicyclists, street performer type things, do a little performance for us, and that was pretty much the end of that day. Number 5. I don't know if I'm gonna make it much longer. I don't speak Spanish. There's no. What? There's no. Corn. The next thing you're gonna see was Monday night, I believe. It was like the last thing for our orientation. We did like a progressive dinner in our neighborhood. So there's 3 main neighborhoods that we're all living in. I'm in La Sursa, so I'm about a 25-minute walk from the edge of campus. So it's a little bit far to walk to campus. To get to the middle is like 30 minutes. But so everyone in my surrounding area, we did like a progressive dinner. So we did a salad at one house, we did a main dish, we did dessert at my house, and then we did like tea and stuff. I didn't film the whole thing, but I have a few clips of different girls in my neighborhood's houses. So that's what you'll see next.
I like this cookies that are like cake, no más. Tenemos 7. 7, ¿no? Ahí se ve, ¿no? De esta manera. Ve a tu casita, ve a tu casita.
Alright, so Tuesday was our first day of classes. I did not film my entire walk to school because it's kind of dangerous to have electronics out, but I do have a little clip of me kind of explaining the process of me getting there, so you can see that now. So I have like a 25-minute walk to get to campus, and this is the way, but I'm gonna put this away now because I don't. I'm gonna put this camera away now because I don't want to get robbed, and I also don't want to draw too much attention by speaking English. But yeah, this is me on my way to first day of classes, and I'm excited and nervous. This is my neighborhood, and yeah. Last Saturday, we had the opportunity to go to the Capitol, so 2 hours away from here, essentially. And first, we stopped at an old sugar plantation. So we were able to tour that and see where they would have had done the actual making of the sugar after it had already been harvested. So we took a tour of the old buildings. They're actually not entirely sure what some of these buildings were, so that was kind of interesting getting to see that. And then in the very back, there was a mural representing what had gone on at that plantation, and just kind of paying tribute to it.
This was around the time that we stopped the tour on the western side.
After the plantation, we went to Santo Domingo itself and had a little tour of the downtown area, or the colonial zone, where Christopher Columbus first landed. So that was fun to see. And then a little bit later, some of my friends came and visited me, so that was super special for me to get to see all of them. We basically just walked around, talked, and then there was a Michael Jackson impersonator at one point.
¿Qué compró tú tienes? ¿Cuál es?
¿Ah?
Hola. Esa camarita.
Bárbaro. ¡Ah!
So like I said, on Sunday we went to the beach in a place called Sosua, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to try and include that in the next video that I make, because I don't know what's going on with this footage, but I'm going to Haiti tomorrow, so I want to get this video done. So that's not going to be in here, but if it were, this is when it would be, because it was after Santo Domingo. We went to Santo Domingo on Saturday, and we went to Sosua on Sunday. But the last clip I'm going to show you, one of my friends, Mary Grace, and I went to a youth group led by a mutual friend of my friend from Santo Domingo, and they had a worship night of a bunch of churches in this area. It was just an acoustic worship night, and it was extremely incredible to see, because there was a lot of songs that I know, but they were in Spanish, so I just have a little clip of them all singing. Other than that, that's all that I have for you guys, so I hope you enjoy. I hope you all are doing well. It's been a lot of different things happening, but I'm doing super well here, absolutely loving it, and hopefully I'll catch you all up soon again.